Okay guys, so often I got asked the following question: which manual focus lens should I get? So my name is Tom and this is the lens I always suggest as your first manual focus lens. It's the TT Artisan 35mm f1.4. But I've also got two more suggestions for you today, so let's have a go. You've seen the review of this lens already, maybe. I did it back in 2020. Now, 3 years later, this still, in my opinion, is the best 35mm lens for your money out there when it comes to those manual focus lenses. And you can get it for Fuji, for Sony, for Nikon ZFC, for example, for Canon, for all these different systems. It's just a fantastic lens, super versatile. All made from metal, hard stop at infinity, clicked aperture. The aperture is not linear. As you can see, there's a lot of space between 1.4 and 2. And then it sort of gets smaller and smaller. There's no click stop or anything between 8 and 16. I would never shoot below f8 anyway, due to the diffraction. And of course, we're talking fully manual lenses. It's a tiny lens. It has these nice grippy bits here and here, so it's easy to unmount from your camera. It looks even a little bit more funny on your Nikon camera with a bigger bayonet diameter, because the diameter of the lens itself is very, very small. It's maybe the most compact f1.4 35mm lens out there. And the optics are fantastic. 7 elements and very, very nice optics. Absolutely on par with, for example, the old Fujinon 35mm lens, which is not the most modern lens, but which is a beautiful lens in itself as well. These two lenses are also a great way to step into manual focus lenses. This is the 25 f2 and this is the 50 f2, again TT Artisan. These two lenses are not as good as the 35 f1.4. Again, the 35 is kind of outstanding, not just for the money. It's very, very good lens. These two are cheap lenses and you feel it a bit in terms of optical performance. But look at them, they're tiny, they're a great pair. They're still pretty capable if you know what to do with them. And yeah, it's like a 35 on full frame and a 75 on full frame. So you've got something wide angle prime and something like a portrait lens, both for like around $60 or euros brand new. I mean, come on. Well, the big thing about these manual lenses is they are manual. There is no autofocus, and some of you might love it, some of you might hate it, but the essence is you don't know before you try it out for yourself. So this is again a strong point of this lens, that it's so cheap that it doesn't cost so much to try it out. It's not like a Folklander lens for $500, $600. This is like 70, I think, or $80. Easy to try out and to find out for yourself if you like manual focusing or not. I'm not going to give you all the brick wall shots, sharpness test or anything in this video, because I already reviewed all three of these lenses in individual videos, so have a look there. But again, this one, the 35 1.4, already pretty sharp at even f1.4, perfect in the broader central area, very, very nice for portraits, and it sharpens up very well. This one I shot at f2.8, you can also shoot it at 4 or 5.6, but by then the lens is really fantastic, corner to corner. It's a very, very solid performance in sharpness. I'm gonna shoot bokeh. This is the 35 1.4, gives you a nice background blur. The 50 f2 also gives you a beautiful background blur and a more portrait style perspective. And even the 25 f2 does a pretty good job in my opinion. This two lens thing, 25 and 50, makes a lot of sense if you do maybe not want to bring like your standard kit zoom lens or something like that, but only the two lenses. If you're really ready to commit to manual focus like for a weekend trip or something, then these two lenses make sense. The 35 f1.4, the one lens, that makes sense as an addition also to your zoom lenses or the other lenses that you maybe already own. Like you bring your standard zoom lens, you buy a camera with a standard zoom lens, you bring your zoom lens, so you've got wide angle covered and everything like that, general purpose. But the 35 of 1.4 is an addition for like portraits, low light situations, creative photography. Then just getting the one lens makes more sense for you. Getting these two lenses makes sense if you really want to get rid of the zoom lens. You know what I mean? I managed to take a picture of a palm tree and the Cologne Cathedral in one shot. Hey, that's the cool thing. These lenses are great for travel, just for running around, walking around, having a look, for anything like that. Because they're so small and compact, you can carry the camera and two lenses with you all the time. All three of these TT Artisan lenses come with these screw-on metal lens caps. I personally don't like them because this screwing on is kind of time consuming, but of course they're nice metal. Yeah, I would prefer slip-on caps, but that's what you get here. The 25 and the 50 come with a 43 mm diameter, so they share filters and caps, even though this is, you know, it says 25 on this one, it will say 50 on the other one. The 35 of 1.4 comes with a 39 mm filter diameter, so you need different filter size for that lens. One thing these three TT Artisan lenses share is they have a hard stop at infinity setting. Well, having said that, it's not always the case if you buy it brand new. You have to adjust it yourself, and it can be a nightmare to do, especially if you're not very well trained in terms of mechanics. It's just three small set screws loosening and adjusting the focus ring, but once it works, it's just a fantastic feature. So I was shooting the cathedral back there, which is like, I don't know, 400 meters away now, and I just click on infinity. I don't have to really focus. Shooting at open aperture f2 with the 50mm lens, and everything is perfectly in focus. For landscape and really far away stuff, it makes life much easier using a manual focus lens. And also when the hard stop at infinity is adjusted, all these other numbers on the focus ring make sense as well if you want to do some zone focusing. I've got a video about that here, by the way. The 50mm lens is actually officially a full frame lens, and I also did a review on a Sony A7 camera. In my opinion, it doesn't perform that nicely on full frame, especially landscape shots look not so good. But on APS-C it actually shines. It's pretty sharp. It's maybe almost as sharp as the 35 f1.4. It's better than the 25 f2. Again, the 25 and the 50 are optically a little bit weaker. They are not perfect lenses, don't expect any perfection, but they're still sort of capable. But I would always get the 50 for an APS-C camera, not for a full frame. We're talking low budget here, and you know me, I'm a real fan of low budget. It means you don't have to spend a lot of money. I know lots of you cannot spend so much money, or maybe you're looking for a birthday or a season present or something like that. It shouldn't cost an arm and a leg. And all three of these things are really affordable. We are talking less than $100 or euros in any of the three lenses, which is great value for money. And it's maybe a great gift or something. Now the season is coming. Time for the verdict, but okay, this is not a normal review, so there's no normal verdict. Number one, if you're just looking for your first manual focus lens, then get the 35 f1.4 from TT Artisan. If you're looking for a lightweight travel setup, super cheap, still pretty capable, two lenses, wide angle and sort of portrait lens, look for the 25 f2 and the 50 f2 TT Artisan. Perfect combo. I'm aware that there's plenty more 22, 23, 24 millimeter lenses, but frankly, all those manual focus options so far are not as overwhelming, and I just would stick to the little 25 f2 as I already said. If you're looking for something special in terms of ultra fast for your APS-C camera, then look at the 7 Artisans 35 f0.95. I also made a review there. And that's it for today. I hope you found this useful, maybe interesting. And if you did so, then please leave a like. And if you've got any questions or comments, write something in the comment section below. You know I love to read all your comments. I will happily answer every single one of them. I'm out for today. Have a great time. Live long and prosper. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.